I'm going to show you how I've been fishing the California Aqueduct and what I've been using. So the first thing is my baby right here. It's a Penn Battle. It's a moderate fast action 8-foot pole, and it's a combo, so it breaks down, and it's a 5000 series reel. There you go, right there. Okay, so what I use is 20-pound mono XT, extra tough Berkeley. I use that as the main line, and I also use it as the leader. Okay. I use this 2/0 bait holder hook. You can use Eagle Claw. You can use the Bass Pro shops. You can use, Mustad if they have it. But the best one that I use is the Gamakatsu. So I use this hook every time I come out to the California Aqueduct. I don't use any other hook. And I use a 2-foot leader. And I also use a 3-ounce pyramid weight. Okay, so let me break this down to you. I'm not going to tie the knots, but I'm going to explain the knots. So on your main line right here, the first thing you want to do is just put on a snap swivel. Okay, so you want to put on a big snap swivel, not a small one, because there's hogs in the aqueduct. Okay, in the California Aqueduct there's beasts in here, so you want to use a big snap swivel. Okay, put that on your main line first. Then you want to put a bead, okay, just to protect your knot. So the knot that I use to the swivel, and you want to use a big swivel, okay, so the knot that I use to the swivel is a Palomar knot. Okay, and you don't need to cut the tag end. You can leave them long. The fish is going to be nowhere near the tag end. So if you see my tag ends, I don't cut them. Okay, and then you want to cut a 2-foot leader, and you want to use the same 20-pound test line. Okay, and you want to use an improved clinch knot at the other side of the swivel. And the way I tie my improved clinch knots is 10 wraps. Okay, I don't use anything less, I don't use anything more. I use 10 wraps right here. Improved clinch knot, 10 wraps. Okay, and then at the hook, again, I use a Palomar knot at the hook, and again I leave my tag end long. There's no need to cut it. Okay, the fish don't care. This is for stripers. Okay, this is for striped bass. Okay, so the reason why I like this hook is it does has an offset bend to it, and it has these little shanks right here to keep the bait on. Okay, so what I do, let me show you what I do with this anchovy here. This anchovy is already thawed out completely, so it's falling apart. So just cut off the head, cut off the tail. You can chum that in the water, kind of like where you're going to be fishing at. Okay, so this is how I bait the hook. Let's put it through, and I'll get some magic string. Just make sure it's tied on. There he is right there. I leave the hook exposed. Okay, I want to leave the hook exposed so when they go for it, the hook will get them. Like I said, usually I'll buy a brand new pack of anchovies, and it's will be really frozen, so it wouldn't be coming apart like the way it is now. It's just for demonstration, and I didn't go buy no new anchovies, so it was kind of thought out already. But and what you could do is you can take a Nightcrawler, just to add some more scent in the water, give them something to see. You can bait a large Nightcrawler. You can make a combo out of this. This is how you put it on. Just the way I'm doing it here. Leave the tail there. There's your anchovy and large Nightcrawler combo with the hook exposed. Okay. And that's exactly how I do my setup. Now you can just take the anchovy off. Say you didn't want to fish with anchovies, or you didn't have no anchovies, you could just put 2 large Nightcrawlers on your hook. Okay, so I've caught striped bass in this California Aqueduct with just 2 large Nightcrawlers, just with anchovies. If you don't want to use the combo, you can use shad, you can use bloodworms, you can use pow worms, you can even use 2-inch gulp sandworms that they use for saltwater because they have a scent in them. And that's how I caught that big striped bass. Okay, so just go ahead and do whatever you want to do and just experiment and have fun. So the other day I came out here and I got spooled, and a big striped bass could have been my trophy fish. He ran all the way to the pillars over here underneath this bridge. I think I tightened up my drag just a little too much, and it was just a little bit too much pressure, and it got snapped. And I will put this in the video. I wasn't going to release that video, but I'm going to release the video. It was my second hookup on a big hog out here in the California Aqueduct. I've been fishing it since I caught the other one March 15th. So I've been really successful in catching striped bass. And what's kind of crazy is there's a bunch of undersized striped bass. So as soon as you throw it in, what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have your pole in hand. So that way, when you feel that bite, you can set the hook right when they bite. You can use the pole holder like this, and you can put a bell, but just make sure you're by your pole, because when they bite hard, they bite fast. And if you're not ready, they'll just take the bait and you'll miss a fish. Okay. So I'll probably spend about a half hour, see if I can hook up on something. If not, all you'll see is the video of me hooking up on that hog and how I was fighting it. And either I tightened the drag up too much and it snapped, because I was only using 14-pound test, and that's why I'm saying use 20-pound test, because it gives you a little bit more to play with in case you hook up on a trophy fish, because they're in here. All the California aqueducts are hot right now, so it doesn't matter where you fish the aqueduct, just fish it. And again, this is just my way of fishing it. You know, people fish with lures and other stuff, but I'm showing you how I fish it and how I'm successful. You know, follow my Instagram, Any Fish Can Get It, and you'll see I post a lot of videos on there. And that's why I figured I'd just post this video for YouTube so y'all can see it. All right, let's cast out. I like to cast out in the middle. And I'll leave my bail open so it can go all the way down. Let the current take it. Once I see it stop, then I'll close the bail, tighten up the drag, and then I'll start reeling in the slack. Just like that. And I'll wait for a bite. So the good thing about this pole It's just really light, so you can actually hold it, you know. It usually takes about 5 minutes, sometimes less. Sometimes the stripers take it right as it hits the bottom of the concrete there, and you'll feel a bite. But good thing about this pole is you can feel the bite. Usually I'll fish over there where these people are fishing, but they're fishing over there, so I came over here. Said if I don't get a bite here, I'm gonna post. There it is. There's a bite. There's a fish. Yep. Looks like an undersized fish, but like I was saying, look at right on the lip. It's good to hold the pole, because when they bite fast, and you can set that hook. All right, so the video is just going to be this. I'm going to release this one because this one's small, and then I'm going to post the other video of that beast getting away from me, my trophy fish. So if y'all catch a trophy fish that has a 2-aught bait holder hook, that's my fish. Just a little baby striper. Catch and release. Oh, this is a monster. It's a monster. Almost fooled me. Yeah. All right, I gotta loosen the drag on this one. Oh shoot, it's gonna fool me. Oh man, it's another monster. Let him run more. Come on, baby. Oh, he broke my line. He broke my line. He broke my line, man. I can't believe this.